I hate traffic court.
Welcome to Grumble Goat. My name is Matt Labodka, and this is a show about all the small things that drive me insane. Let's grumble.
Now, I'm not talking about big court. I'm not talking about jury court. I'm not talking about the O.J. Simpson. I'm not talking about murder trials. I'm talking about the little stuff, the traffic court. I mean, if you ask me, it's already ridiculous. The testing and licensing procedure that we have for driving is ridiculously easy. It's like put the square in the square hole. It's designed so that everybody automatically passes. But then when you mess up on the road, it's a fine. And that's it. It's like a little bit of money. Don't worry about the collisions I almost caused. I'm just going to slip the municipality $100 and we'll call this one square. But then if you don't agree with the ticket, you have to plead not guilty, and then you have to show up to court. It's the adult version of being sent to the principal's office. And then you have to sit nervous on an uncomfortable chair outside of the judge's chamber waiting to be seen. You know, and then the assistant principal, or in this case, the cop, has to show up and explain why he thinks he did. But they have to do it. The cops are trained to do it in this remedial way. Like if they say there was a stop sign, they spell out the word stop. They say it was a bright red stop sign, S-T-O-P, clearly marked. It's as if it's more official now that he's spelled out the word stop. As if, well, then we have to let it off. Nope, all S-T-O-P were visible. It's ludicrous. I feel dumber for having shown up. And then you just await judgment. And then the judge is predisposed to like believing that you made a traffic violation because they know that everybody does it, including the judge. Oh, but there's more than just a fine, Matt. Don't forget the points. The points? Why are there points? What do the points mean? Are these brownie points? Is this Miss Erickson's 4th grade class? Like, do we get a pizza party if we all collect enough points? What does the points mean? The points don't mean anything. I don't know what the answer is. Fines are fine. You know, for the next week or two, you're going to be like, oh, I better go the speed limit. It's wild to me that reckless driving is a finable offense. You would think reckless driver, no more driving. Anyway, I was just in court because the cop wrote me 3 tickets on my bicycle. Anyway, it's madness that when a bicycle gets in trouble, they go to the same place as people that get behind the wheel of a car and drive drunk. A bicycle. I should be sent to a principal's office. And they found me guilty. Of what? There's no evidence. There's no footage. There's no recording. There's nothing. It's just a boy in blue versus you. That's it. Okay. I've heard enough here. You definitely ran that STOP sign. But you have to plead not guilty and go to court and play their game and pretend it's real because then they give you a deal. Because the whole thing's made up and the points don't matter and I hate traffic court and that's the grumble.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
What?
Grumble, 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 grumble. What's got your goat?
For the latter half of the show, we'll bring in my better half, Veronique, for an unpretentious look and a segment we call
What's got your goat?
All rise for the Honorable Veronique.
Yes.
Welcome to the studio, Veronique.
Okay, great. Am I a judge?
You sit in the judgment chair over there.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean? That's you look judicial in that seat.
Okay, yes.
Well, I mean, this always when you come into the studio, I feel like you're judging what I'm grumbling about.
What are you talking about?
Like you decide whether it's a good grumble or bad grumble.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't decide that.
Okay.
People decide that.
Oh, the audience.
Yeah, no, the court. The court and the jury. And
exactly.
the jury is our audience.
Yeah.
No, I feel like...
what do you feel like?
I feel like I am of the Supreme Court.
You're a Supreme Court justice?
Yes, I'm a Supreme Court justice because I don't necessarily have biases on things.
Uh-huh.
I have opinions on things, but it can't get in the way of the grumble.
Right. Yeah. And
right?
you don't have biases, and that's the requirement for Supreme Court justices.
That's what they say.
That they approach with no bias.
Yeah, they're supposed to not have biases on anything.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to
Justice Brett Kavanaugh has never shown an inkling of bias.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
So how are you doing? What's happening in your life? You broke your hand.
My hands. My hands.
Mm-hmm.
I love my hands. I love my hands so much. My hands love me. I'm just trying to do all of the positive manifesting.
Yeah, that was your mantra because really your hands can't do anything right now.
My hands! Ah! I've been painting,
right,
which has been very exciting, very fun. However, you quickly learn what your limitations are when you are painting over hours and hours and hours. And I keep telling myself, let the tool do the work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let the paintbrush do the work. Stop tensing my hands. And then I forget that because you get so invested in what you're painting.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you can't use your hands because they ache, and then you're icing and cooling. And you're like, I can still turn the car. I can still drive. Great.
Yeah.
Shouldn't pick anything up.
You can still drive. So you're saying even though you're handicapped, driving is still, that's fine. That's easy.
Totally can drive.
Anybody can drive.
I can
That's
totally
the
drive.
easy part. That takes no
you
motor
don't
skills
even, like,
whatsoever.
You don't even need to put your hands on the wheel anymore, right? It's like you just kind of guide it in place.
Exactly.
Right? You're like guiding.
These days, you have a 2023 Tesla, right? And it's self-driving.
Yes, of course I do. It's not a Nissan 2004
It's
at all.
It's not a 20-year-old
no,
Nissan.
Stella is a star. Okay.
Still a CD player in that thing.
I know.
I tell you, that takes me back.
Did I tell you I named her Stella?
You did tell me that.
I named
Stella.
the car
Yeah,
Stella.
because
She's a star.
she's a star.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a star because she's still around.
running.
Yeah.
There's dust everywhere. Yes.
Dust?
Stardust.
Oh, stardust.
Yeah,
Right.
stardust.
Oh, that's what that cloud is that comes out of the back of
Yeah,
Stella.
and the rattle, it's like chicka 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 chicka. It's just stardust.
That's right. That's what you tell the emissions inspector, right?
It passed.
It's weird owning a car, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's not something I'm used to.
You know, I'm not used to it, but you know what? Every time I drive it, I get really excited.
Oh, excited.
I am like full of love and happiness when I'm driving the car on the highway.
Oh, that's the opposite of most people's reaction to driving.
I know. I think it's because now that I'm actually driving the car that I'm paying for is just giving me a lot of satisfaction.
So you've been enjoying driving?
I've been enjoying driving.
Have you ever gotten pulled over? Have you ever gotten a ticket?
Yes. Yes, I have 3 times.
Three
3
times.
times.
Okay, let's count them down.
Okay. First time I got pulled over, I was speeding, driving my friend's car, and I never paid the ticket.
Whoa. I don't think you're allowed to do that. Where was this? How fast were you going?
You know, actually, I think I got a ticket from like a college cop or something.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And
it
I
was like public
disputed
safety. It
it.
wasn't a police
Yeah.
officer. It was like public safety or whatever,
I'm
right?
not sure. So that was the first time, and I was following somebody.
How fast were you going?
I don't think I should say.
I think the statute of limitations has passed. I don't think you can get a ticket for saying.
Okay, I feel like I was going like 50 or 60 miles per hour.
Wait, that's meaningless.
Yeah, but I think it was like a 45.
So you're going 5 miles an hour over?
Well, I mean, maybe I don't feel like I was going 100 miles an hour. You know, but I was speeding.
But you
I
weren't going 50
I
over
was
the speed limit.
keeping up with the people that I was following.
So you're speeding by like 10.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't even think we consider that speeding.
You know what? I don't even know. It was so long ago.
All right, number 2.
Okay, number 2. I was coming home from an all-day tech day.
Okay.
And I ran a red light.
You ran a red light?
I ran a red light.
On purpose?
Not on purpose.
Oh, okay.
I did not realize it was red.
That's right. Your colorblindness.
No,
it gets in the way of a lot.
I was so tired. That I saw the sirens and I was like, what is happening? Like, why is he pulling me over? And I like pull over.
So you're a good driver.
I feel like I'm a good driver. Oh,
When
wait,
your hands
no,
are
actually,
broken, when you're too tired, you're like driving.
No, I've gotten pulled over 4 times.
Oh, it's 4 times
Now I
now.
remember.
Okay.
Now I remember. Okay. Anyway, all because I was really, really tired.
Did you get a ticket for running the red light?
You know what? No, he let me off.
You didn't even get a ticket.
I didn't get a ticket for that.
Oh, my
That time
God.
I didn't get a ticket.
Uh-huh.
That time I didn't get a ticket. It was very nice. I explained myself. He was
You
like,
explain.
okay.
Oh, officer, I'm just in no condition to drive whatsoever.
I was almost home. Anyway.
Don't worry, officer. How many pedestrians could possibly be between me and my home? I'm nearly home.
The third time I turned on a red light. I turned left on a red light intersection when there was nobody there.
Right.
It was like 5 a.m.
It was middle of the night, and you had just been partying.
I was
remember
partying
this
the
time.
night before because it was opening night.
The night before, she says, technically, it was a new day.
It was a new day. Anyway, I just had to drive the car back to the house where I was staying. So I was like, okay, here we go. I got this. I'm driving. And then
While you're doing this, while you're explaining it, you're acting it out in front of me.
Yeah.
Your eyes are closed.
yeah, well, they basically were. Yeah, they basically were. Nobody was on the road, though. Nobody was on the road. There was literally no cars on the road.
Well, sure.
But
I mean, from your perspective, eyes closed, nobody was on the road.
But I did turn. I mean, when he pulled me over, he was explaining to me what I did, and I was like, I didn't do that. I was like, I didn't do that. And
Oh,
he
you
was like,
disputed it right there with the cop.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was like, no, you did. And I was like, no, I turned right on red, but I guess you can't turn right on red. And he was like, you turned left on red. And I was like, I didn't do that. And he was like, have you been drinking tonight? And I was like, I haven't been drinking today. And he was like, what? And he was like, all right, can you say the alphabet backwards? And I look at him and I say, yes.
Wow, he was a saint. He really wanted to let you off with this violation.
But I got a ticket. It's okay. I got a ticket.
For what? For turning left?
Yeah, for turning left.
Have you ever disputed something? Have you ever gone to the court?
No. Oh my gosh, I did dispute something one time.
Okay.
Okay, I was
Well, you disputed the one by not paying it. You disputed the other in person.
Right.
Yeah.
So I stand up for myself.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I stand up for myself.
Well, yeah, you were like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this other time that I had to talk to the cops, I was in a play. I didn't have any money in New York, and neither did the director of the play. And so we went through the turnstile together. And he was like, oh, I don't have enough money. You moved down to the
subway now. We're on the subway.
We're on the subway.
Okay,
we're
not
away
in
from
a
cars.
car.
No. But I'm disputing something.
Okay.
You know? So I was like, it's okay. Just like come in with me. Like, idiot. Anyway, so I swipe my card. He comes in, and it was the type that rotates. You know, you can't jump the turnstile. It's the type that rotates.
Right.
And then we're just waiting for the train. Sure enough, 2 cops come and they're like, oh, no, I guess you ran the turnstile. And I was like, oh, no. I paid for the turnstile. And he's like, yeah, but like he didn't. And I was like, yeah, but like he didn't have enough money to come. So I just used mine. And then he came with me.
So you explained how you broke the law to the police officers?
Yes. And then so he wrote me a ticket and he wrote the director a ticket. And then I was like, we're disputing this.
Okay.
So then we go to the court, and then I sit down, and then I tell the judge everything. I tell him everything that happened. And she looks at me and she's like, so I recognize what you're saying, but because you did allow him to come with you through the turnstile, you're admitting this is what's
you admitted
at fault.
to the crime.
I admitted to the crime.
You know how sometimes like you have me proofread your emails and I'll be like, you're explaining way too much here. They don't need all this information. That's you like in front of a judge, you're the same way.
I'm so honest.
To a fault.
I'm an honest.
To a fault. You're going to be like, officer, here's exactly how I broke the law. I helped my friend break the law, and how we conspired to break the law together as a family.
Anyway, I had to pay $100. I'm never going to do that again. He had to pay $100 too. And I felt really badly. I was like, I really thought we were going to win that. And he was like, yeah, I didn't think we were going to win that.
What are you talking about?
He's like, yeah, I didn't think we were going to win that.
Granted, you have to swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I sure did.
You don't actually do that.
Oh, but I did. You know, it's the rules.
The thing is, you should have walked into court and said, I paid the fare. And you should have shut your mouth after that.
Yeah, but then he would have gotten fined and I would have felt badly for that.
That's fine. Then split the ticket with him. But each of you pay $50.
I didn't even think about that.
But you were like, either we both get off or we're going down with this ship.
Yeah.
He's the director. He's your captain. He's supposed to go down with the ship, not you.
Oh, well, you know what? I took the lead on that one.
I tell you.
Yeah.
He didn't go over the lines or anything with you.
No.
He didn't. You didn't run that scene a few times before you walked in the courtroom. You
I
were
was
like,
in charge.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, public transportation should be free.
I agree.
It should be paid for out of taxes
Totally.
by the public because everybody benefits.
Yeah.
Every person that's on the subway is one car off the street.
100%.
So even the people driving up above benefit for every person that's down. So
Absolutely.
Public transportation
Absolutely.
should be paid for by the public.
Yep.
Walking out should be free to encourage ridership.
Yeah. 100%. I agree.
All right. Now, I went to traffic court recently.
Oh my gosh, you went to court.
Yeah.
You went to court a couple times.
I've been to court a few times.
Yeah. You've been to court a few times.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been to traffic court in New York.
Okay.
What percentage of times that I've been in traffic court have I been there for a car violation?
0.
0%.
0.
Why do you think somebody that doesn't drive a car would be summoned to court so often?
Bicycle.
Bicycle.
Your bicycle.
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 Bicycles.
Bicycle.
Oh
Bicycle.
my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
I've been riding a bicycle since I've been riding a bicycle much longer than I've been driving a car.
The cops love to get you for your bicycle.
Well, it's so easy because they can't go very fast.
Oh my
So the cops
gosh.
love to pull over bicyclists.
Ugh, rude.
Yeah.
It's so rude.
Ugh.
It's so rude. That was one for your bell. but you fixed it.
I got one for the bell. So that's an equipment violation. If you get an equipment violation, you can either pay the ticket or you get it fixed and then just show the judge that you got it fixed and they throw it out. They gave me a ticket because I didn't have a bell, because you have to have a sound device on your, and I'm like, I got my voice, officer.
I love that you say that. I got my voice.
I can scream louder than any dinky bell. Pring, pring. So anyway, I get it fixed the next day. I go to the bike store.
Yeah.
I spend $2 on a bell. I put it on my bike. I take a picture of it and I take the receipt.
Yeah.
I take it to court and I say, I fixed the equipment violation.
Yeah.
They won't throw out the ticket.
What?
The judge is trying. He's like, there's no code in the computer to throw this out, because on a car, if you fix the problem, they just throw out the ticket. But on a bicycle, they don't have that.
Rude.
So he told me to plead guilty.
Oh my gosh.
And I would just pay $5 in fine.
Sure.
But like, plead guilty for something I'm not guilty of?
Right.
It's bananas. It's bananas. What is this kangaroo court?
I don't know.
So also here's the thing. Also, another thing. So our driver's licenses,
Yeah, I have one.
come with a set of points.
We have points.
You're aware of the points system,
I know
right?
that, well, because if you get a DUI, you get points taken off.
Oh, a DUI. So,
I have never
So if you
gotten
get
one.
caught drinking and drive, okay. So you have been pulled over drinking and driving.
No,
You
I
just
haven't. No, I haven't.
It wasn't on the same day.
It wasn't on the same day.
Different day.
Totally different day. Was not pulled over.
Officer, I was drinking on the 3rd. Today is the 4th.
Yes, that's correct. And I slept in between. Not for many hours.
While operating this vehicle, there was a nap.
No, I
woke
slept
up when I saw
before.
your flashing lights. Thank you for that. What are the points worth? Is that a free personal pan pizza at Pizza Hut? What are the points worth?
No, you minus points.
Oh,
You
it's
minus points. Yeah, so you start with I think you start with 3.
You got me. I have no idea.
All right. How long is the line at traffic court?
I mean, it's when you have a court date, because you have a specific date and time.
Okay.
It's not like the DMV where you show up and then you get a ticket and then you wait forever. But like 50 people have the same date and time.
Do they have the same time or is it the same date?
Yeah, same time.
They don't try and schedule them?
They skip. I mean,
There's something wrong with the system here. Everyone gets the same date and time.
but then once you get your judgment, then you have to pay.
Oh, yeah. And that's a different line you got to stand in.
And then to pay
Yeah.
in Manhattan, they send you to the DMV.
No, they don't. Oh, my gosh. That's outrageous.
So you have to go to the DMV,
What?
get a fresh ticket.
What?
After you've been sitting in court for over an hour.
What? That's outrageous. They make you take a subway ride to go to the DMV?
No, it's in the same place.
No, it's not in the same
Traffic
place.
court and DMV are next to each other.
Oh, now that's a scam.
This has been an episode of Grumble Goat.
Thanks for listening.
I'm Matt Labatka.
I'm Veronique Hurley. Please subscribe.
I hate when people say please subscribe.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. I saw the sirens and I was like, what is happening? Like, why is he pulling me over?
We did it. We've conquered another one of life's little annoyances. But the truth is, what I really hate is commercials. And I'll wager you do too. And that's why Grumble Goat is proudly commercial-free. But to keep it that way, it takes the support of fellow grumblers like you. If you hate commercials, head on over to our Patreon page and see if becoming a Grumble Kid is right for you. And as always, don't forget to Grumble Goat responsibly and share with a friend.
Grumble, 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 grumble. Pa, 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 pa.